We need to stop talking about Leo women like they're just here for the selfies and the hair flips. If you actually look at the natal chart, you're looking at the only archetype ruled by the sun, the literal center of our gravitational reality. This isn't just big energy. It's a specific localized frequency of fixed fire that acts as a psychological anchor for everyone around them. Most people mistake their confidence for ego, but professionals know it's actually a high-stakes commitment to authenticity. Today we're stripping away the glitter to reveal the architectural power of the Lioness. Trait 1, the solar gravity. Let's get one thing straight. When we talk about solar gravity, we aren't talking about attention-seeking. That is a low-vibrational stereotype that misses the entire astronomical point. In the cosmic hierarchy, the sun does not seek attention. The planets simply rotate around it because they have no other choice. This is the core physics of the Leo woman. As a fixed fire sign, your energy isn't like a flickering candle or a wild forest fire that consumes everything and then dies out. You are a localized nuclear power plant. This trait manifests as a unique energetic weight. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift before you even opened your mouth? That is your gravitational field. In professional astrology, we recognize the Leo woman as the anchor of any social or professional ecosystem. You provide a sense of warmth and center that people subconsciously crave. While others are navigating the shadows of doubt or the shifting winds of trend, you remain constant. You are the North Star of the daytime. This gravity also gives you an unintentional authority. You'll find that in crisis situations, eyes instinctively turn to you. People aren't just looking for a leader, they are looking for a source of heat. Someone who is courageous enough to be seen when everyone else wants to hide. This is why Leo women often find themselves in positions of power even when they aren't trying to climb a ladder. The ladder tends to lean toward them. However, the true magic of solar gravity is its capacity for radiant validation. Because you are the center of your own system, your praise feels like a literal sunbeam to those around you. When a Leo woman focuses her attention on someone, that person feels lit up. You have the power to make people feel seen in a way that no other sign can, simply by sharing your orbit. You don't just occupy space, you define it. You aren't just a guest at the party, you are the sun that makes the party visible. It's a heavy crown to wear, but your soul was built for the pressure of that light. Trait 2, the royal protector instinct. In the modern world, we've sanitized the idea of loyalty to mean just showing up on time. But for the Leo woman, loyalty is a visceral, ancient, and almost territorial code. Professional astrologers link this to Leo's association with the 5th house, the house of the heart, but also to its feline archetype. A lioness doesn't just like her pride. She is biologically and spiritually responsible for their survival. When you enter the inner circle of a Leo woman, you aren't just a friend. You are a ward of the crown. This royal protector instinct is what makes her the most formidable ally in the Zodiac. If you are being mistreated, she doesn't offer a lukewarm, "That's too bad." She feels the slight as if it were a direct attack on her own person. She is the one who will walk into a room and demand the respect you're being denied. There is a specific kind of protective fire here. It isn't the chaotic, impulsive rage of Aries, but a calculated, dignified defense. She doesn't have to scream to be terrifying. She simply radiates the fixed fire energy that says, "You've crossed a line that leads directly to me." Beyond the external defense, this trait manifests as a fierce emotional sanctuary. A Leo woman creates a golden bubble around those she loves. Within that bubble, you are safe to be your messiest, most vulnerable self, because she has enough strength for both of you. She is the hype woman who sees your potential even when you've lost sight of it, and she will fight your own self-doubt on your behalf. This is also where her noblesse oblige comes in. She believes that because she has been gifted with such a strong internal light, she has a duty to use it to shield those who are currently in the dark. It's a regal, selfless brand of courage. She isn't looking for a thank you or a transaction. She protects because it is her nature to be the pillar. If you have a Leo woman in your corner, you don't just have a friend, you have a sovereign power who has decided that your well-being is a matter of her personal honor. Trait 3, the architect of joy. In astrology, Leo is the sign of the child. Not because you're immature, but because you possess the rare, sacred ability to access pure, unfiltered play. While the rest of the world is bogged down in the how and the why, the Leo woman is the architect of joy. You don't just wait for a celebration to happen. You engineer it. You take the raw materials of a mundane Tuesday and, through sheer force of will and creativity, turn it into something cinematic. This trait is rooted in your rulership over the fifth house, the sector of the chart governing pleasure, romance, and creative self-expression. To you, fun isn't a luxury, it's a vital nutrient. But what makes this trait unique in a Leo woman is the scale and intentionality of it. You aren't just looking for a quick laugh, you are looking to create an experience. Whether it's the way you plate a meal, the specific lighting in your home, or the way you curate a playlist, you are constantly designing environments that elevate the human spirit. You have a Midas touch for morale. When a Leo woman walks into a stagnant or depressing situation, she instinctively knows how to locate the gold, that one spark of humor or beauty that can turn the tide. You are the one who reminds everyone that life is meant to be lived, not just endured. This isn't toxic positivity, it's a profound spiritual commitment to radiance. Furthermore, your joy is infectious. Because you are a fire sign, your energy radiates outward. When you are truly enjoying yourself, it gives everyone else in the room permission to drop their guards and find their own spark. You aren't just the life of the party. You are the reason the party feels meaningful. You build monuments to the present moment, ensuring that everyone around you feels the warmth of being alive. Trait 4. Fixed fire resilience. We need to talk about what happens when the lights go out, because this is where the Leo woman separates herself from the rest of the pack. There is a common misconception that Leos are fair-weather creatures, that you only thrive when you're being applauded. But in professional astrology, Leo is a fixed sign. This means you possess the same structural integrity as Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You aren't just a flash in the pan, you are a furnace. This fourth trait is what I call fixed fire resilience. When a crisis hits, most people either evaporate like water or crumble like earth. But you harden. You have an incredible, almost supernatural ability to stay the course when the world is falling apart. Because your energy is fixed, it is concentrated. You are the woman who, in the middle of a life-altering setback, will take a deep breath, fix her hair, and decide exactly how she is going to conquer the next 10 years. This resilience is deeply tied to your sense of self-sovereignty. A Leo woman views her spirit as a kingdom that cannot be conquered by external forces. If you lose a job, a relationship, or a dream, you don't just get over it. You undergo a process of alchemical reclamation. You take the heat of the pain and use it to forge a newer, stronger version of yourself. You refuse to be a victim because being a victim doesn't fit your royal narrative. It's about dignified endurance. You have the stamina to keep your heart open even when it's been bruised, and the courage to remain optimistic when it would be much easier to be cynical. You don't just bounce back, you return with more luster than before. You are the living proof that a fire, when properly tended, doesn't just destroy, it purifies and persists. Trait 5. The authentic signature. Finally, we have to talk about the authentic signature. In a world that is obsessed with curated aesthetics and copy-paste personalities, the Leo woman is a breath of fresh, unfiltered air. As we've discussed, your sign is ruled by the sun, which represents the ego in its highest, most sacred form, the self. This manifests as a psychological inability to be anyone other than exactly who you are. While others are checking the room to see what's trending, you are checking your own internal compass. This trait is about creative autonomy. For a Leo woman, self-expression isn't a hobby, it's a form of integrity. Whether it's your career path, your home decor, or the way you structure your sentences, there is a thumbprint on everything you touch. You possess a unique brand of courage, the courage to be too much. You would rather be polarizing, misunderstood, or even criticized than be a lukewarm version of yourself. You understand instinctively that if you dim your light to make others comfortable, you aren't just hurting yourself, you're depriving the world of its center. Professional astrologers often look at Leo as the archetype of the artist, but you are the artist and the masterpiece simultaneously. Your authentic signature means you don't follow the standard life stages if they don't resonate with your soul's royal decree. You are the one who will pivot your entire career at 40 to pursue a passion, or wear a vintage ball gown to a grocery store, simply because it felt correct to your spirit in that moment. This is the ultimate gift of the Leo woman. You give everyone else the spiritual permission to be themselves. By being unapologetically loud, bold, and specific, You shatter the glass ceiling of social expectations. You teach us that authenticity is the highest form of royalty. When you lean into your signature, that thing that makes you undeniably you, you aren't being vain. You are being a lighthouse. You are showing us what it looks like to live a life that isn't a reaction to the world but a gift to it. From solar gravity to your authentic signature, these traits aren't just personality quirks. They are your royal birthright. You are the protector, the architect of joy, and the fire that never cools. Own your radiance, Lioness, because the world doesn't just watch you. It rotates around you. Stay golden,